Hey, we're here, folks. Took us a minute, but I got it. It's running.
Speed bump, speed bump, speed bump.
We're gonna do a race, at least an hour, maybe some more time if they hey, roll over here real quick. So we got 3 people. Couldn't get 4, but Gene Genie's going to play Finn and Extreme Zero. You ready for that, Alter Blues?
I am. I'm excited to see how much. I think some of them have been looking at the game already, so I'm gonna try not to take it too personally when they make me look real bad by going way faster than I did.
Yeah. There was people wanted to train more, and that's not really what this one was about. This race here, at least.
Yeah, we'll have another race later for once people have practiced a little more, but this is just a chance for everyone to sort of cut their teeth on it.
You want to get ready to type countdown in there for them? Make sure they're ready. I'll get a server here.
Yeah, I can put a countdown up for it.
Let's switch to this. Here's our scenes. I don't think the world record has changed. I don't think that happened.
No, I know that they've been. I've seen some people working on IL's individual level speedruns, and I think some of them have improved upon previous IL world records, if you will. But it's coming along. Anyway, I'm giving them the countdown now. They've all told me they're ready.
Sounds good. I've got my screens good, I think. Good enough.
Cool. Well, they just got the go.
I'll start that clock. I'm also going to grab audio. This is audio rules from one of the players. I'm definitely.
So yeah, world record is probably still Bubbles del Fuego, unless something has happened that I haven't heard. It's almost certainly still Bubbles del Fuego.
There's the game audio. Gene Genie. Yeah, I have not seen anything except for single levels. People were working on it. We got time. I'd like to find some more players for these races, though, if you're interested. If anyone's interested in playing live.
There's no restriction for these except for that you're in Smite's Discord, so...
My Discord does a lot of this kind of thing anyway. Like, if you're interested in just playing spontaneously a game that you haven't practiced, that's the kind of thing they do a lot. If you're interested in racing actual runners, Speedruns Live is where you go.
Yeah, there's no pressure here. Everyone's coming in just here to have fun, so... definitely join and keep an eye on the Speed Bump channel, just because of the fact that that'll give you some insight into when these races are happening, and you too could show up on screen with super sexy hustle time.
Yeah. Thank you. I also like my hair.
Your hair is the same color as my shirt.
It's true. See how long it stays that way, though. That's the trouble. That game in the top left needs changed to the real title. My bad. That's the last time we did a race like this with 4 people, or 3 people. Nice.
Yeah, if it weren't for you bringing this up for Speed Bump, I'm not sure I would have even known this game exists, and it kind of owns, so...
It's real interesting. If you play these kind of games like Bayonetta and stuff, I feel like this is the first. Devil May Cry, any game like that.
Yeah, I've never played a Devil May Cry game or Bayonetta, but this game does look very strong. It has a powerful energy.
I should drop a speaker icon by Gene Genie so people know which screen is playing audio. Layout optimization. That's what it is.
There's no way this game showed up in Kuso Grande. I refuse to believe that. This is not a bad game.
There we go. It works for me. I've had a lot of games in Kuso that I didn't feel were bad, but I was alone in most of them, honestly.
Yeah, I find that I also am the one who has that unique opinion about a lot of these games, so I usually just assume that's a me feeling.
They don't even want to press buttons during the all button event. That's right. It's a
Yeah,
pretty
it seems
close
way
one.
faster. It
Finn,
seems way faster to just skip that final charge on the boss.
I'm gonna try and stretch Gene's screen a little bit since we're watching that one mainly anyway for the audio. Finn is right there competing though. They are in first, just a little bit ahead. Damn, they cut off the jingle. That's the worst part of this
That
round.
hook is so good. Yeah, that little jingle that plays.
I love it.
I live for that.
I listened to the Japanese version. It's got a completely different soundtrack. That song is not even close to the same. That made me sad.
Is the Western soundtrack better?
I'd say so, but I'm probably biased being from the West and understanding the words. It's the Japanese version's all right. It just sounded like music. I mean, I wouldn't listen to it on my own, but I would listen to that song, at least the theme song.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out what to do with this. The best I could describe it as an escort mission, but the Finn there, Finn had taken on originally by just using the sword combos. I think the gun was way better against that. Finn eventually switched it up.
Yeah, it looks like all you needed to do was hustle. Oh, Gene wants to get it before it goes through. Didn't make it. It's got a pip of health. That's really
almost. That's really sad too, because that specific stop is the one that has 2 fire breathers, and they take forever to kill.
I think Extreme Zero's got a save that unlocked the naked Horizon Zero fella there. I didn't even notice. Somehow I didn't even notice. They had their clothes on. Well, I'll be right back. Real quick. Enjoy this orange square.
This was the stage that really walled me off, so I'm kind of interested in seeing how they handle this. I imagine that you have to have practiced to really be able to do this level justice.
I am back. What do we got going on? Level 3.
2 of our racers are into third impact already.
Level 3 is brutal, but it's the start of some more stuff. I think that Finn was...
So what is this that Finn picked up? Finn went to the side to pick up something.
I didn't see.
It looks like a clip of bullets.
Yeah, they certainly have a lot of ammo. Is there a better gun?
I don't know.
I didn't see this in the world record run.
I wonder if this is something Finn found.
Maybe it's an RNG drop. Not sure. They're both in the same place. Really good voice acting, solid stuff. And platforming. So Finn is on the boss through the door there. I'm noticing that Gene does not have a lot of hustle time. I think that's going to be a big deal. But it looks like they're not using it. They both seem to have this pretty well started.
Yeah, Finn's got all of this hustle time. I wonder what her plans are for the those bullets, though. I mean, I can't think of anything that I saw on this level that really requires much more than well-timed hustle times, and maybe they hold over until the next level.
I think this is the only all button event they'll be doing.
Well, there was an all button event in the first level as well that they did.
Oh, yeah.
It's only the like end of level ones. It seems like it's actually faster to skip it.
Jean is going forward with very little health, and there is a heal in the corner. I wonder if they are that confident.
So far, Finn's doing exactly the same strats as the world record does on this level, so I'm really interested in seeing what the plans are for those bullets. They look like bullets.
Oh, they're definitely bullets. I don't know what the heck they are for.
Piercing bullets. Oh, are the piercing bullets maybe for the boss? Like it works against the stone? That, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Jesus. That melted the boss.
Well, that's over.
What even was that?
A good start to many future runs here. It's time for the train already. Are you sad you didn't find that ammo?
I am sad I didn't find that ammo. That ammo would be great against this idiot boss.
Damn shame.
Who you can only hit like 2 times before he's invulnerable again for another 15 seconds.
Yeah. Jean's doing it the hard way.
I mean, Jean's even got hustle time on right now, and the boss still has these invulnerable periods.
Mm-hmm. Can't do anything with it, you just lose your TNT spark. Seeing a big difference in speed here.
Finn's already done the science, so that explains why I think it was Finn who did find an improvement to the IL world record, so I guess that's it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just that alone seems like it would save a minute. Just right out. Jean has beaten the boss.
Yeah, it was Finn who posted in the Speed Bump Discord channel, third impact in 2 minutes and 44 seconds. So that's very fast.
Nice. Next.
This is why it always pays to explore in your speed game. Most of the time when I learn a game, I just copy the previous route or something like that, but turns out just doing a little bit of exploration can really pay off.
Where's Extreme Zero? They're on stage 2. They're trying to blow up the bomb. So Extreme Zero has given us a demo of, I don't know how much they practiced, and I don't know how they have this save file that unlocks sand naked. Maybe they've beaten this game before already. And that's where, I think that's where you get that. You get a bunch of medals for something in this game. Is it achievement stuff? I don't know how you get them, I forget. There's a lot of them though. And if you get enough, you unlock these things. Lasers. Didn't make it.
I love the jump directly into the laser strat. Even if it wasn't intentional, you end up, your body kind of gets ragdolled right past it, so, you know, if it's stupid and it works, then I guess it's not stupid.
It's great. It's smart.
It's smart and brave.
It's all great. I love it. Okay, we're skipping the prisoners. They're not getting help. That's too bad. It's just not speedy. This rotating thing with the orbs. Did you make it this far? I don't remember this.
In which stage? Oh yeah, I made it this far in the train. I made it to basically where Finn is right this second, and that was about it. I had beaten the boss of this train level, and I called it.
Well, we're at
It
13
took me
minutes.
more than an hour. It took me more than an hour to get to where Finn got in 13 minutes.
13 minutes, and Gene's almost there. All button event with the fan. I think Extreme Zero is playing probably mostly blind because I think that's what happens on this stage. Is the first thing that is a real wall, first of many. Killing this thing before it gets away and not knowing exactly how to do it, it's really frustrating.
Yeah, that's what these races are for, though. We wanna see people, all skill levels, just showing off the game. Extreme's still doing better than I did.
It could be you. It's not too late. Somebody fire it up. I'll put your stream on there. 13-minute head start for him. That's not so bad. Finn's beating this boss. I never figured out how you stop him from healing. What's
You have to break the pieces of the engine that he heals on.
Oh, I see. I see little
See-
things come off.
Yeah, so you attack it and it eventually breaks, and then he can't heal anymore.
He just has 2 health bars, effectively.
Pretty much, yeah, because he has 2 healing spots he can go to.
Hustle time.
There we go.
I feel like Gene
I
did
think
this
the
a
thing
little.
was, that, yeah, Gene seemed to be having a hard time getting a piece of this boss. That ain't easy.
Worked it out.
Yeah, so Finn's into new territory for me.
The mine, I think, right?
Yeah.
It's nasty. I'm looking forward to seeing them do this because I had a lot of trouble with this stage. I'm sad the jingle didn't a little faster.
I know.
Just a little bit faster. It just needs to play earlier.
It needs to be unskippable.
A lot of the cutscenes are. They're fun cutscenes, but you can only take so many South Park references and all that stuff. Did you even notice that was in there last time?
What, the South Park reference?
Yeah.
What is the South Park reference that I missed?
Oh, it was dumb. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It was in
Sweet.
It was in stage 3. In one of the cutscenes.
Well, I seem to recall something that we talked about during the race, but I don't remember it offhand.
Evasive Captain Cobra over here. Cobra Commander, that's what he is.
These levels have just so much going on, and it's really impressive to watch them be done fast.
Says yawning.
Sorry. Daylight Savings Time has done a number on me.
That's right. You lost an hour. Folks, we got 3 weeks left, and I feel like this one is not as hard as some of the other speedruns to learn, because it's not got as much fine-tuning to it, really. You've got fighting moves is what you've got ultimately, and if you can master those, that's a big part of this. Then you just need to figure out what the optimal route is.
Yeah, I think that this one's actually more straightforward than both Skulljagger and Sute Hakun were, because both of those games sort of demanded that you memorize whole levels outright.
Yeah.
This one, as long as you figure out how combat works and what move to use against what enemy, the levels are mostly just execution at that point.
There's probably a minor level of RNG here based on the enemy just doing different things and teleporting in the wrong way and stuff. I noticed Jean has some different bullets than we had before. Those are not what
Finn
Finn
had picked
had.
up those same bullets earlier in this stage, but I don't know what they were. Are they like explosive rounds or something?
Yeah, I don't know how much RNG is going to affect this, but I'm sure it's there because this is definitely the kind of game where they could just not cooperate. You can't control that. If they decide to hide from you, you have to chase them down. How do you like the Zan flying into a fire tornado with his face to break it?
Like, is that just a more or less a cutscene boss or something?
It was,
Or is
it was an
that a
all-button
move?
event.
I didn't. Okay.
He's got all these moves that you don't know about.
This
He can-
minecart section just looks
Yeah,
miserable.
yeah, I remember this. This is it. This is where I wanted to quit. They're both rocking it though. It's not
And just think, if you had quit, then maybe we wouldn't be here right now.
possibly. I mean, if I hadn't beaten this game, I would probably think I shouldn't use it. But I have seen the entire thing, personally. I don't think it's the worst minecart section in the world, but it's minecart section in a hard game, so it's just not what you want to see.
Yeah, I would definitely say that this game is challenging, but I think once you figure out what you need to do for the speedrun, it probably will be a lot more straightforward than some of the other ones were.
This part's on rails, so until you get to the boss, there's not a whole lot to do. This is a relaxing time, if anything. You can
Was
believe
that
that.
intended to be like a bad pun? Because I really didn't like it when I heard it.
What was it?
You said this whole part's on rails?
I do that on accident all the time.
Okay.
It is
I
on
didn't
rails,
know
though. Genie missed a jump and game over.
Oof.
We're at 21 minutes. That's one of the horrible things about this game. No checkpoints. Really? Like just one life? Do the whole stage again when you wipe. Checkpointing is really bad, really mean. No heals sometimes where you really need them. There is instant death, though. They're having trouble with the mines. Finn died as well. I wonder if this is an untrained level still. A train fight.
Yeah, a lot of this part's cold to me. I haven't seen much outside of little snippets of video and the part that I played, so kind of interested to see how much harder this game really gets.
Yeah. Its difficulty is on a roller coaster. The next stage does not have any of those kind of gimmicks. It's just more fighting. Gun. I always get used to the sword. I forget to even have that. You can really take advantage of that thing and just pump damage.
Yeah, I feel like the gun normally doesn't do that great, but the combo move where you just like infinitely shoot bullets, really powerful. Who would have thought that unlimited bullets was the secret to success?
All button event. Here's the fire move again. I love it. Best part of the level. It's just such a stupid way to. It's just the worst idea that he could possibly have. Like, you can't do anything worse than enjoy the damage. Just embrace the flame. Surprise insane.
If one more of them skip that jingle, I'm gonna disqualify them from speed bump.
If they beat the game, they'll play the last one. That's what we're in here for.
Okay. We're here for the last Rising Zan.
Yeah. So the worst thing about the minecart section is the hits that are just death, because that means all of that progress is gone. Then you have a pretty lousy boss fight also after that.
This whole stage just seems way too long.
I'm gonna read off subs. Thanks for supporting the show and keeping both of us shows going and funded, folks. While we're minecarting around and trying to beat this level, I think it's a good time to do that. Arashi or Bora, Keon, Dementian, or BBH, Nemo with 55 months, Mercury Chaser, Juker, Tigran, 64, Gateway Last Resort, Enemy Dad, Time Stalker, Darkest Tempest, and Shinigami. Thanks for the subs. I don't have them running during this show. I probably will at some point have a one without sound on sub alert on here. I just haven't done it. Shouldn't take me too long to build that. I could put the Skyrim one on. Okay, well here's the train boss. I don't remember exactly what's going on here. I just remember that I hate it. Genie's doing well against that team.
Did I miss Finn gaming over as well?
Yes, that happened.
Because I remembered watching Finn fighting a train.
I think they died to the boss.
Okay. I was very confident that Finn was going to be successful, and so I sort of tuned out of that.
Here's the real boss. Which hopefully they don't have any trouble with, because we've seen enough of the minecart stage. This game is really unforgiving. I mean, that's a run killer. You die in any stage here. There's no... It's not going to be a world record. It's going to be not even a PB probably after a while, because of death in this. Such a mean thing. It's a loss of like 5 minutes in the wrong place. Looks like the boss is a chump. Gene's got it.
A little bit.
Also time, swordplay. The silence is killing me. Right before the jingle. Because you're supposed to be doing a charge move. You're supposed to be. It looks like Extreme Zero's making progress there.
Yeah. Took down the bomb finally.
It's only been 26 minutes. I mean, they're still doing well. Comparatively. Yeah. I mean, to me. They'd be doing...
Yeah, it took me that long to get that far, and then another 30 minutes to beat the next level, and that was pretty much my playthrough.
Yep. These two up top practiced a lot, I can tell. The Geisha level. I remember this one.
The train is dead.
I think the train dying is a big part of the difficulty in this stage. I think the boss was a freebie. But it's all about counterattacks and not wasting your hustle time. Getting no points is faster. It's just, there's no reason to. I think it just makes this counter take a while. That's all it does for you, right? So you're just adding it. It's not a lot of time, but it's a little bit. And Finn has beaten this stage as well. Moving on to the next one. I remember the stage that they're on now being a gauntlet. It just kept on going, and there wasn't enough heals. So This is where their ability to play the game better than me is going to come in, and I don't know how they do it, really. How they keep themselves safe.
Third Impact did the same thing, so if this one does a better job of giving heals, it can't be worse than Third Impact.
It's worse than it's worse than Third
Okay,
Impact.
it's worse. Okay.
Yeah, it's not friendly at all. Saving this cowboy from the strawmen seems like a really irritating mission. Got some bullets.
Okay. Same types of bullets, hopefully, I mean, are the types of bosses that we see similar? You know, long period of time where they are invulnerable?
I feel like that's the case, yeah. They wanted this to be a fighting action kind of game, so they gave the bosses a lot of parry and block. Using that gun to take out these flying fellas. Working out.
Some of these combos just really overpowered, and they don't cost you that much on your stamina meter.
Plenty of stamina.
Huh?
Plenty of stamina to go around for all these. I don't usually run out of that.
Yeah, I mean, if you just continuously spam combo attacks, then you're gonna run out of stamina meter. But for the most part, I really think that these combos should cost more stamina than they do, because it's so easy to just infinite them that way.
Jean has full health where I was crawling through at this point. So much better than me at this. It's an all-time event. Ring the bell better than these goons.
No, my ringing's the best. Did you ever ring a bell so hard that it killed some ninjas?
3 ninjas dead. Flying ninjas. I guess gun is the best way here because
Yeah, otherwise you gotta chase them down. I can't imagine there's any better option here.
they don't block the bullets, so I guess that works well enough. What's this all about? Really? I don't remember that. Once we get outdoors, I think there's an outdoors to this. That's where the boss was that really made me mad. No, it must be next level. How many parts are in this again? I think it's 9.
Yeah, I believe there's 9 segments.
Hustle time coming up. Finn's doing really well in this level 2. Jean still has a lead. Got back through the minecart. Really, the reason they're in front is because they took a death earlier in the minecarts in the stage, and they didn't lose as much progress. It made up for the not having the same boss strat on stage 3, which saved so much time for Finn.
The stage Extreme Zero Zone is so challenging. I mean, it asks so much of you.
Yeah, I think knowing how to fight the enemies, as they have a very specific plan in mind for you, and the speedrunners are actually doing what they wanted, I think. More or less.
So you think it's a case of the enemies are basically just set up to only take damage with one type of attack?
They want you to do, I mean, there's a couple of different attacks you could do, but they definitely have, you're supposed to wait here, you're supposed to dodge this, you're supposed to keep them on camera, you're supposed to counterattack. You have to do it the way they envisioned, or you're not going to do anything. Fenn's way cut through the boss, which I don't think they meant, and that's why it was so fast. They wanted you to not be able to use the gun on that boss.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's the main problem, is that gun just doesn't do enough damage. Even when he's not invulnerable, the gun just doesn't really do enough. It sort of lures you into close quarters, which I guess makes sense for a sumo wrestler.
Fenn's got 3 of the copper-looking bullets. I think they are different than the other ones. We get 10. I don't remember how, though. Not using them.
Garbage. It's garbage platforming. Imagine having a platforming section in a game like this.
I don't have to imagine.
I can't and I won't. I can't imagine it and I will not.
I can see it. Those bullets just high damage, I guess? Maybe?
Something like that.
The silver ones were definitely piercing the shield, right? They're both on the same stage again. Extreme Zero is working on stage 3 still. This is a gauntlet. This is where they want you to master fighting. And the awful camera. I know all the players playing hate it. None of them like the camera. There's no getting used to it. It's just an uncooperative. That's probably the hardest part of this, is dealing with that. It's a dual stick game. They don't have the technology yet in gaming to have a camera stuck on the analog stick, so it's really annoying. He's baseball batting. Check it out. I think this would break your sword.
Yeah, I think so too.
Zan don't care. This game's got it all.
They're actually pretty far, a lot further through the game than I would have expected. This is 7th Impact they're both on.
I remember the last stage not being too long and the final boss being tough. We were at the point when I got there, though, that I had to cheat to figure out. I was stuck on some boss outdoors. I think Gene is almost there. I couldn't figure out what to do on it, and Ty had already gotten real frustrated with this game being way too annoying with the checkpointing and stuff, so we were safe state and just doing whatever we could to win.
Sure.
We gave ourselves our own checkpoints.
So this looks like the final boss of 7th Impact, which means we would only have 2 more levels after this.
I don't think this is the final boss. I don't
It had a
know.
real final boss vibe to me.
The horse? Maybe.
Never mind. I was very wrong.
Just an obstacle. There's a slot machine.
Of course there's a slot machine.
You need all 7s. Need all 7s. I don't know if you
Wow.
actually need all 7s. I can't remember. I don't remember this at all. Is that... Oh, it's a help me sign. I thought it was an alarm clock.
Thought it said hustle time at first.
Okay, did not... Oh, you know what it is? You get items for that. And Genie definitely wanted them. Bothering to deal with it. I remember getting there and making sure I got that stuff. Trying again. Got enemies because I didn't get the slot machine. Looks like you do indeed have to do this. I wonder how many times it took the world record. I want to check while they're on this.
Are you looking it up right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna get to this section and see how they did it.
See if they first tried the all 7s.
What do you think? What's your guess?
Second try.
Let's see here. 38 minutes, roughly. Okay. I found the slot machine section. It took them 30 minutes to get there, so they're only 8 minutes behind the world record right now, roughly. And they took a death. They took a really bad death. Both of them did. Slot machine is not first try on the world record here.
Gene just finally made it through the all sevens, by the way.
Awesome. I think this is the boss stage. It looks like you do need to open this way. The world record is playing around with it. That sucks. This is brutal.
Oh, you saying the world record struggled?
3 tries. And one of the tries they did spawned enemies, which is the worst thing you can do, because you have to kill enemies to roll the slots again.
It's a bummer.
So there's technically room for improvement just on the slot machine, if you can really get good at that.
Yeah, Finn stands to make up quite a lot of time if they can get all the 7s. Oh man, off by 1. There it is. It definitely took a lot less time than it did Gene, but there's still a hearty gap in between them.
Just gotta beat this boss quickly. It's a really high-framey boss, it looks like.
It looks like there's a lot of time spent being invulnerable. And it doesn't seem like there would be really any way to bring those piercing bullets in, just because of the fact that the slot machine right before it requires bullets.
Yeah. I feel like you can get health off of that slot machine if you go for the food on it. Gene barely made it. Almost died there. I wasn't sure who won that fight, actually, until it wrapped up. That looked really close. Stage 8 out of 9. You think they're gonna make it in the hour?
I think it's possible to do it within the hour. I would feel pretty confident in saying yes. Unless stage 8 is just ridiculous. You said stage 9 wasn't that bad.
I really had trouble stage 8. Stage 8 is where I also started cheating when I did this run. Like, I really went in on just not any more mercy, just cheating and looking stuff up. I couldn't figure out how to fight the boss. The boss of stage would not go down. That's what I remember, and I don't remember how to fight the boss now, because it's been a year or two. So it'll be interesting to see what even it is. This is absolutely the stage that I think it is. This is 100% it.
You remember this one being long and rough?
No heals, yeah, I remember. Just not getting anything.
Yeah, it looks like this strat is not prioritizing speed, but it's more prioritizing safety. Amazingly, Gene has taken almost no damage against this enemy. Finn's now entering the 8th impact. So this is all like stage shows going on.
There's drums on the boss, and the boss talks to you about how he can't be killed as long as those drums are playing, and I think you have to shoot them, according to what I'm reading here. It's something like that, and I probably didn't realize that they were taking damage when I was shooting them. Probably why I got stuck.
Extreme, by the way, in the meantime, is on the boss of the train, which is considerably better progress than I made in a lot more time. So this is... Extreme really kicked it in after second impact, caused some problems.
The final impact is just some silly enemies and some drums. Fritzy, thanks for sub. Some silly enemies and 4 boss fights. The final boss has 2 forms, and then there's a final boss that has 2 more forms. Extreme Zero is almost dead, but they're on the train boss. Oh, they're not gonna make it, maybe. That's gonna suck. Have to pull it off. They need to flawless the rest of the fight.
I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him. I believe.
This is what you were in. This is the same situation you were in.
Yep. I have so much confidence right now.
The retreat strats. It's working. Chip damage. Pull it off. This is very exciting. They're both on the same boss here. And, oh, Extreme Zero took a hit. Still in it.
Time for hustle time.
Oh, he got taken out by the charge. The ridiculous damage
bummer.
on it.
Bummer. Yeah, Finn had picked up some more piercing bullets, some ammo that Jean did not collect, and it looks like that really gave Finn the chance to pass. Finn just killed the enemy that Jean was finishing up.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of this. It looks like that gun is extremely important. Gotta grab those bullets. I wonder where they're at. I haven't seen them actually get picked up. They just come out of a box, maybe?
Yeah.
It'll be I bet it's not random. I bet it's just in the corner of a specific room.
These
Based on
enemies, like they have this giant hit with no time to really retreat, but the timing's really interesting here. They both seem to have figured out this strat where if you do the front flip attack, you have this wide amount of time where you're invulnerable.
people are confirming
set boxes on the map. Yeah.
Yeah, no RNG on that. These guys still take forever.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's much you can do about that.
I imagine they're saving their hero bars for something better. Not for the golden frog? Is that what that is? What's going on? This is a really close race now.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure I understand what's going on in this.
It's sweeping back and forth, and you gotta jump. It's not that hard. Yeah. It's just like forcing you to platform sideways in this game is the hard part. The camera is the enemy here. But it does go right against the wall, so you have to jump over it eventually. Jean used their hero meter here to take the lead a little bit. Finn doesn't have any of that stuff. That might be because Jean took a different path, that they have more hero meter. Okay, here's, I think, maybe the final boss. Coming up after this silliness.
This all-button event is Zan being the stage manager and turning the stage. So it looks like more of the same here, just timing these combo attacks so that you get the benefit of their invulnerability while the boss attacks.
I don't think this is the final boss.
Sure.
Which is really annoying, because this stage is still going after all that. Doesn't it feel like it should have ended on this guy? That they're not using the hero bar, and also that I don't feel like this is the guy who stuck me up. I think there's more, and I probably was blown away by there being more. Jean is running, trying to figure out what to do with no health here. What is that? What was that item? Finn's in much better shape. Hopefully Jean can get this without taking a death. I know there's another character. I don't think it's different gameplay-wise, but you know what? Actually, it might be. But anyway, we gotta play Zan for this.
Yeah, for this we're doing the Zan category. The leaderboard did seem to suggest that it had been split. The other character must play very differently, I would imagine.
I think I remember it does, but I don't remember how. I think it was an interesting change, too. It wasn't just a little thing. Oh man, one more hit and Jean is down. They're using the gun, so... They made it through. I wonder if they get a heal anywhere in here.
Who knows?
A little bit, half a bar. There is an easy category, I think. We're playing a normal. What is this? You could tell me this is DLC content. If it wasn't a retro game, I'd believe you. I don't remember this at all. You'd think I would. Look at it. So they have to destroy both generators to be able to hurt the boss at all, it looks like. And the boss is constantly snaking its hair at them. That seems to be the idea.
Yeah, otherwise I can't see a reason. Those look like war drums. Maybe the boss is invulnerable while the war drums are going.
Yeah, I think that's the case. So this is the boss of the stage. I got stuck on the mini boss before him, the one they just fought. I think. And that's just gameplay stuff. They're both really low. They both are trying not to take any more hits here. One more pass for both of them and the boss is down. Really low health. It doesn't look like it's that hard to dodge the stuff it's doing, for the most part, but they don't have a lot of health left because the stage is so long at this point. It's just enough to cause problems. Gene's got it. Finn's got it. Moving forward.
Wow.
Slight advantage for Gene here, just the slightest.
Pretty much all tied up though, going into the ninth impact.
This is absolutely the last stage.
Meanwhile, Extreme is taking another shot on the boss. Really brought the health way down already, with some health to spare. So we'll probably be seeing Extreme making it into the 5th impact.
Looks good.
In under an hour, making it out of the train level is really impressive. Considering everyone has been suggesting that it seems like Extreme Zero is blind. Or,
I think,
you know.
I feel like it is. I feel like they might have an idea how to play, but it looks like they haven't. I feel like the top 2 players have definitely made some strats happen.
Sure.
There's
At the very
no
least,
ways.
even if they haven't practiced considerably, they're familiar enough with what they need to do.
Yeah, they should submit runs. I mean, they'll be on the leaderboard with ease.
Yeah. What is the current world record again?
47 minutes and 31 seconds.
I mean, this is already showing great promise. These runs look like they'll come in under an hour with potentially relatively unpracticed strats.
Yeah, 47-37. So we're looking at they're 4 minutes behind right now. Obviously, the death in the minecart section is the biggest thing. Gene got stuck on the slot machines for almost as long as that took, though. So
Sure.
they could be here at 41 minutes if they didn't have those 2 things happen.
Right.
Just
those 2 things combined, this could have been, world record contention run.
minecart was a really silly thing to die on. It was just a slip up. It was an instant death hit. It was nonsense. I saw it. It was just didn't jump just right on that. So not a big deal, and it cost so much time. The slots, I guess, I'm sure there's a way to do them reliably, but even the world record that is current didn't. So
Did Finn got these bullets inside this stage, right?
I think so.
I think you can't hold anything over, at least it doesn't seem like it. So Finn has a plan. Yeah, I don't think those slots are RNG in the slightest. It definitely seems like it's just a timing thing. And I think with some practice, they won't struggle very much at all to get that.
Oh, Gene used their bullets already. They have different plans.
Oh, okay. My mistake. I was thinking Gene had just missed them or something.
There's a sword fight and boss fight. Gene is having some trouble getting through. This last hit. Just all of a sudden at the end of this bar, he starts being a jerk.
The Samurai Jack fight's hard.
Boss 2.
Oh, it's a UFO. Wild. Okay, so Hustle Time really seems to be doing some work. It still has invulnerability moments.
Yeah.
It makes the Hustle Time feel like it's a lot less valuable when the boss can still go invulnerable for periods of time.
Yeah. Maybe the bullets were safe for that. I feel like Finn has the advantage here, even though they're a whole boss to go here. Because they have those bullets, but Gene's beaten that part already. They're moving on to the next 2 fights. I couldn't believe the game was still going at this point. It just keeps on going.
You can't keep getting away with this.
Here's the hardest strawman in the game. Very lethal strawman. Yeah, Gene is hurting, half dead. If they find a heal, they'll be at 90% health. Because the heals aren't even fair. They don't even give you a full bar. They just give you half. There's some. They know where it is. They're all set. Full healed and ready to go. Cleared the stage.
I'm still really interested in seeing what ends up coming of these bullets that Finn has.
Yeah. Saving them for something. Maybe the final boss, which I feel like Gene's got this phase and then phase 2 of this boss and that's it. I think
Right.
this might be getting there. You gotta throw this guy real quick.
That guy's having the worst day right now.
What a good game. Firing into the camera because the camera won't spin, so he's just shooting us, the audience. Gene with full health. Waiting for the iframes on the boss to stop it. Did Finn use his bullets? Yeah, looks like it. No, still has them for this.
Yeah.
This is where they're getting used.
Yep.
That
That's them right
worked.
there.
That worked quite a bit. Gene almost passed up by that. Still in the lead. Yeah, there it is. Gene is done at 55-48.
Wow. And Finn at 55-56. That was such a close race.
Yeah, nice work. I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't think there's anything else. Which means we get our jingle now.
Complete. Wow, really well done.
That was great. So, you know, less than 10 minutes off the world record already. It's only been a week. It was a pretty good world record too. I mean, there's mistakes in it. Minor stuff though, but it looks like there's a lot to improve. Both these players dying to the... There was a death. Yeah, both players died in the minecart. I don't remember what other things took a lot of time. That UFO guy is the boss who's causing all the mischief. Slot machines were really bad for Gene. I don't think Finn had as much trouble with them. Gene lost a lot of time to that. Did really well until those came up. Had a big lead. Finn wasn't on the slot machines for a long time there. Gene was ahead. Like 5 minutes. Lost him out of the slots. Are you enjoying the ending cutscene?
I am. God, this game is so absurd.
My name isn't Johnny. It's the super ultra sexy hero, Zack.
Yeah. They had one more jingle for you. They were saving it the whole time. Well, an hour is a pretty good time for us to cut off these races. I think this is a very long game. I'm surprised that they cleared it, and they did really well clearing it in an hour. That's good work. We didn't expect that, really. We weren't sure.
No.
I thought we'd have to sit around for a bit. I'm gonna leave Extreme Zero to it. I don't think we're going to stick around for that one, but I appreciate them joining, and I'm looking forward to more. If anyone else wants to join races, by all means, join my Discord and hop in. Would love to have you. Give me content. Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing more of this game over the next couple weeks.
Yeah, that was great. I want to know more about these strats. I'm gonna have to research and see what exactly is going on here, because I don't know. I'm pretty amateur at this. I've only been reading the Discord a little bit, and I just got a peek at what I haven't played for a long time.
I bet this is going to be the month where Smite plays the speed bump game.
I played the first one.
That's true.
I
both did. We both played a little bit of that one.
I let everybody else start getting into it after I got a pretty good time on it. I felt like I should not take the first record if I could help it. But I had fun setting a pretty good time for it, at least. Can't even remember that game's
Genie
name.
says that their best so far is 49.39, so that's 2 minutes off a world record. So that's really
When
impressive.
smartphones are expensive, the family has to share one. Step up with Boost
Let me,
Mobile and get 4 phones for free.
let me
Switch to
host
Boost Mobile
Boost
and get 4
Mobile.
lines for 20.
There you go. Well, we're gonna put some music on here. I don't know that Extreme Zero has music on or
Oh
anything.
my god, Boost Mobile, thanks so much for the 10,000 bits.
Yeah. Thanks, Boost Mobile. I get to see the fire move one more time before we call it. Check it out. There it is. That guard doesn't even know what's going on. Nothing works. Cannot stop this dude.
This naked man just defeated my fire.
Oh, minecarts. If this is blind, I want to check this out real quick. How's it gonna go? Good luck. So you get directions on which way to turn, and you have to be ready to jump over nonsense. I think there's switching involved. I'm not sure about that, though.
Yeah, you have to shoot the arrows. I love that it's not just Zan that jumps, it's the whole minecart.
Yeah, Donkey Kong
Like he's
style.
just grabbing the minecart by the sides and pulling the whole things up.
Taking a lot of damage. I think the boss is coming up. The boss on the rail section. What a stupid thing. Oh, this is where Genie died, on that jump right there.
Shooting a train to death, like you do.
Yeah. Extreme Zero is nearly defeated, and they have a boss fight on this thing before they get... There are heals on the track. I don't know when they come, though. Hopefully soon. I saw them. Oh, it's just fire and cannonballs, actually. Nothing good.
We believe in you, Finn.
Ah, I think that's it.
Bummer.
Well, they made it really far in an hour, too. That's good work.
It's really good.
Let's switch back to this. So, there's our scores. I'm gonna get that chat fixed. I don't know what happened to it. Alright. So that's what we got. We have at least 2 people who are getting really good at this game, and I'd like to see how they do in a couple weeks, and we have plenty of time for anyone else who wants to jump in. I feel like this is a good one to try. It's fun. If you like this kind of game at all, it's one of the good ones on the PlayStation. It's not one of the good ones for action games, you know. It's not modern. It's got a lot of old game problems. But if you like that kind of game, you probably will put up with them for the gameplay.
You could probably do pretty well having not memorized the whole game as well.
Yeah, I think so. There is a lot of iframe dodging bosses to deal with, but we just saw how that's all handled. There's a method to it. It seemed reliable. Everything except for, I think even the slot machines, there's a way. It's just a difficult way.
Sure. It's all timing.
And there's a couple stretches there where the runners were nearly dead because it's just no health in that level. It just happens to be really tough, but they made it. They only took one death each, as far as I saw.
Yeah, I mean, and the deaths that we saw were pretty costly ones, but mostly just the minecart levels because those seem pretty punishing.
And they had different strats on a couple fights too. There's a desync there on which strat to use. It looks like.
Yeah, it seems if they combine forces, that 47's going down.
Well, that's all we got for you tonight. Thanks for joining me, Arthur Luke.
Of course. Thank you everyone for tuning in to Speed Bump.
We'll see you next week. We are going to. What's our next week plan? Let me see here. Hold on. Checking what I had written here. Week 2 is live race. Week 3 current world record. That's what I thought. We're gonna watch either that record by Bubbles, the Fugo there, or if they get a new one by then next week, we'll watch that. And if we have time, we might watch the Tehakun's current world record too for the challenge that we made. That's next week.
Sounds good.
See you then.
Later.